how soon it may be thy lot to lose thy friend. We are both ignorant, yet love bids me these farewell lines to recommend to thee, that when that knot's untied that made us one, I may seem thine, who in effect am none. And if I see not half my days that's due, what nature would, God grant to yours and you. The many faults that well you know I have, let be interred in my oblivious grave. If any worth or virtue were in me, let that live freshly in thy memory. And when thou feelest no grief, as I no harms, yet love thy dead, who long lay in thine arms. And when thy loss shall be repaid with gains, look to my little babies, my dear remains. And if thou love thyself, or lov'st me, these, O protect from step-dame's injury. And if chance to thine eyes shall bring this verse, with some sad sighs, honour my absent hearse. And kiss this paper, for thy love's dear sake, who with salt tears this last farewell did take. On my son's return out of England, July the 17th, 1661, by Anne Bradstreet. All praise to him who hath now turned my fears to joys, my sighs to song, my tears to smile, my sad to glad. He's come for whom I waited long. Thou didst preserve him as he went, in raging storms did safely keep. Didst that ship bring to quiet port, the other sank low in the deep. From dangers great thou didst him free, of pirates who were near at hand, and orderest so the adverse wind, that he before them got to land. In country strange thou didst provide, and friends raised him in every place, and courtesies of sundry sorts, from such as before ne'er saw his face. In sickness when he lay full sore, his help and his physician wert. When royal ones at time did die, thou healedst his flesh, and cheered his heart. From troubles and incubus thou, without all fraud, didst set him free, that without scandal he might come to the land of his nativity. On eagle's wings him hither brought, through want and dangers manifold, and thus hath granted my request, that I thy mercies might behold. O help me pay my vows, O Lord, that ever I may thankful be, and may put him in mind of what thou'st done for him, and so for me. In both our hearts erect a frame of duty and of thankfulness, that all thy favours great received, our upright walking may express. O Lord, grant that I may never forget thy loving kindness in this particular, and how graciously thou hast answered my desires. To her father, with some verses, by Anne Bradstreet. Most truly honoured and as truly dear, if worth in me or aught I do appear, who can of right better demand the same, than may your worthy self, from whom it came. The principal might yield a greater sum, yet handled ill amounts but to this crumb. My stock so small, I know not how to pay, my bond remains in force unto this day. Yet for part payment take this simple mite, where nothing's to be had kings lose their right. Such is my debt, I may not say forgive, but as I can, I pay it while I live. Such is my bond, none can discharge but I, yet paying is not paid until I die. To the memory of my dear and ever honoured father, Thomas Dudley, Esquire, by Anne Bradstreet. By duty bound, and not by custom led, to celebrate the praises of the dead, my mournful mind, sore pressed in trembling verse, presents my lamentations at his hearse, who was my father, guide, instructor too, to whom I ought whatever I could do. Nor is it relation near my hand shall tie, for who more cause to boast his worth than I? Who heard or saw, observed or knew him better? Or who alive than I a greater debtor? Let malice bite and envy gnaw its